stunning bike this is. 1990 KTM 250MX, so it's the 252 stroke motocross bike, and it's gorgeous really. Having looked over it, there's a couple of minor bits and pieces which are not 100% perfect, but the bike looks amazing. It's got compression. I haven't tried to start it yet. I'm sure it will start. There was the chain had fallen off, and it turned out the adjusters were wound all the way in, and the rear axle was loose. So I've not. Oh yeah, and that's right. So that's what I discovered. So there's a brake pad missing. So in the rear, there's a brake pad missing. So it will need definitely a fresh set of pads. The pad that is still in there is very low down. Amazingly, there is pressure in the back brake, but it does need a set of brake pads. But that's, again, it's a minor thing. The rest of the bike is lovely. There are aftermarket plastics on it, and there's a slight split, two slight splits in the seat cover. So a new seat cover would be a nice thing to put on there. But other than that, it's fucking gorgeous bike, and definitely stand out a bit in the Super Evo class, because you don't actually see too many of these. We get lots of Hondas, Yamahas, Kawasaki's and Suzuki's, but not a huge number of KTM's. I don't think that they will have built a huge number, certainly nowhere near as many as the Japs will have. So yeah, it's got compression, goes through the gears, and it's got coolant in the radiator. We'll have a quick look over it. I mean, I love the way that these things are built. I love just the engineering behind them. I think they're a fantastic thing. So we'll have a quick look over it, and then we'll get it fired up for you. And no ride in it because the garden's still wet, and then also that rear brake pad issue. Obviously, that would be a problem if I rode it. So yeah, there we go. Really, any of the things I'm going to point out here are very minor. The bike is in fantastic condition. So there's a bolt missing there in the radiator, with a spring missing connecting the silencer to the expansion pipe. Slight bit of yellowing on the tank. These are the little splits on the seat. There's one on that side as well. Couple of little dents in the FMF fatty pipe. So again, that fatty pipe, that'll give it more mid-range. It's a Gold Series one, so it's a thicker gauge steel that was built out of. Front forks look lovely. They're nice, fully adjustable. Always came with good kit at this period of time, did KTM's. I'm suggesting that the fork seals need doing on this. The front rim, there's a couple of little scrapes. That's the worst bit there. Still on the original Brembo brake lever and Magura lever on the clutch side. So again, on this side of the rim, it's in great condition. Brembo front caliper to go with the master cylinder. The exhaust looks to be in good condition other than the couple of dings I've already pointed out. It's got a set of rental bars on it. My dog's laying down next to me because he's just been in trouble. It's making it hard for me to walk around. Whether they've had a leak there, so that's the clutch cable going into the crankcase for the clutch. Don't know whether they've had a leak there, so they've obviously siliconed that up. Looks to have had possibly a top end at some point. And somebody has welded on a stand bracket. Now if it were me, I'd want to be cutting that off. It's not going to do any harm leaving it there. Cut it off and repaint it, but then you've got to repaint the whole bike. So be up to you really. Original KTM chain sliders, which is lovely. You can see the KTM part number on there. Swing arms in good condition. Rear wheel is in perfect condition. That's an XL rim. And the hubs look to be good. Not sure whether you can see that. There's the piston from the caliper, just going straight into the rear disc. So that'll be a good reason why I'll not be riding it. And the little shock protector or mud flap is missing. They're often missing. You can buy those as an aftermarket thing. Let's have a quick look at the frame rails. Yeah, a few scuffs but no dents. So it's nice bike, lovely bike. I'm sure the video won't actually do it justice. It's a very nice thing. When you stood next to it, you're like, wow, this is a proper lovely bit of kit. It'd make an amazing Super Evo race bike for definite. Right, let's get the gearbox check done and then we'll get it fired up. So it's a 5-speed box on this. We're in neutral there. Down into first. Up into second. Third. Fourth. And fifth. That's the top of the box. There's just enough compression that it's just not letting me put it over top dead centre there. Down into fourth, third, second, and back into neutral. I'll put my dogs away and we'll get her fired up so you can listen to her, and then we'll be having her up on the internet. Probably not tonight actually. I'll probably be starting the auction next week on this one. Of reasons for that, but yeah, it's a lovely bike. I don't usually do this, but being as it is so nice, I'm assuming it's going to fire up easy. So I've not had it fired up yet. I've just took the fuel up to it and chokes on. Okay, so you've seen when it was running that it was really smoky, and then I'd left the choke on. It was running really fast, and the tick over was turned right up. So I've turned the tick over right down. Now it's ticking over, and then when I went to try and stop it, the kill switch didn't work, which it had worked before, and one of the wires had come loose. So I've just re-earthed that. I've not put a new connector on or anything like that. I've just literally put it behind the bolt, where the connector was, and then so the kill switch is now working, but it is still very smoky, and there's loads and loads and loads of black gunk that have come out of the pipe and all over the bike. Now my feeling is that the black gunk is unburnt oil, which has basically sat in the bottom of the crankcase, so that needs burning off. But I also think it's probably, there's a load of black gunk coming out the silencer, so I think that there's black gunk, that there's oil basically in the packing of the silencer. So I would say take the pipe and the silencer off, repack the silencer, and then clean out the pipe, you know, wash it out, and then run it, and then hopefully that will clear. I'm sure it will, because it does actually sound quite good, the motor, and it's just a case of there's some oil that's burning off, and I'm sure it will be just settled oil in the bottom of the crankcase that'll be the issue. So there we go, there we have it. Lovely 1990 KTM 250MX. I'll go and get some pictures of it now, and then we'll move on to the next one. Please like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just search Phoenix Motos.